Like many of you, we battled depression during life's ups and downs.
Music has always been the one thing that we could rely on to get us through the tough times that we all face.
Follow us on our journey as we discuss the healing power of music,
Interview bands,
break down genres,
review band biographies,
and more.
This is the When Words Fail
Music Speaks podcast
with Blake Mosley
and James Cox. Hey everybody, welcome back to When Words Fail Music Speaks podcast, where we fight depression with the power of music. I have the absolute honor in interviewing Jen Ash. But first, before we get on, let me tell you about her. So Jen Ash is a soulful pop R&B artist born in Lebanon and raised in France. After ending her professional basketball career, though, she decided to follow her true path, moving to LA, Los Angeles, to pursue her music career. She has been performing since 2018 in the city of Angels. Her influences come from the 90s, with her goal being to create music that connects with and inspires listeners. She has learned to explore music on her own, though, with an amazing and tremendous road it has been. Her songwriting challenges into past and present experiences and future desires, with a splash of imagination, with the ability to create in French and in English. Her sultry vocals will take you on a memorable journey. Starting there, I don't know why. She has 7 singles, 1 EP, and one full album released on August of 2021 last year. So welcome, Jen. How are you?
I'm good, and you? Thank you for having me.
Okay, so would you prefer to call Jen or Jennifer?
Jen is great.
Because many people get
Whatever you want.
okay, yeah. Because many people get so don't call me that, and I'm like, oh my god, why not?
No, I'm good. Don't worry. Whatever you like.
So, you were a basketball. You had a profession in basketball at one time.
It was I stopped in 2015. But then I started when I was 10, so it was on 20, 20, 20, no, 2001. Yeah. 2000. Yeah.
Okay. When you said after ending your profession, was it like injury career,
No,
or
it
just
wasn't. I was lucky I didn't have any injuries. I was just done with it, like it wasn't fun for me anymore. So it was time for a new adventure.
music is a great way to
Yeah.
release those. Okay, so we do have okay, so I looked on Instagram and I
Mhm.
saw you are a big fan of Disney World, Disneyland.
Yes.
Because on one of those pictures, you have with the back as your shirt, it says Disneyland, and you're looking at, I think it was as some castle. I think it's
Yeah.
I don't know her name. The one of the princesses,
I don't know which one
the
was
main
it.
one, Cinderella's
Yeah.
castle. Yeah. So okay, so you went to Disneyland, right? Not Disney World.
Yeah, I have the annual pass for Disneyland in California, so it's like, yeah.
Because my co-host Blake, he says he's been to Disney World a bunch of times.
Uh-huh.
His wife's been to Disneyland, but she said that Disneyland is like 10 times smaller. Is that true? Or like, have you
Uh,
been to both?
I've been to Disneyland Paris, but never been to Disney World.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna go soon, but I haven't had the chance to do it yet. So I'm excited. I'm sure it's so small compared to Disney World.
Yeah, I think they got more room over there, don't they, or something? I don't know, but I remember going to Disney World like all the time, and my parents says, "All right, we're going to Disney World," and we were like, "Oh my god, not again!" Because
Yeah.
we lived like an hour away from it, and my parents got passes. We were like so bored of it. Like, can we please go back?
I
And they're like, no, we're too old. I'm like, damn, man, what the fuck? you know?
I know.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so you you were born in Lebanon and raised in France.
Yes.
Okay. So if I came to France, what would be two of the most things I have to do first?
You have to go to Paris for sure. It's an amazing city. There's so much to see. The city is gorgeous. The architecture is insane. So you have to like do the Eiffel Tower, Notre Dame and the Louvre. It's gorgeous.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I heard wonderful things about Paris and France and everything. So yeah, so I can't wait to go because there's a few places I want to go before I pass away. That's France and,
Yes.
and Japan and I think that's it. No, Italy. Italy
Yeah.
is another fantastic country.
Yeah.
Have you been to any of those places that I mentioned?
I've been to Italy, Spain, been to the UK, the Netherlands, Belgium, because it's so easy. You can just drive
Right.
to the
Yeah.
border and then you there. So
You don't have to cross the boat or something.
yeah.
Okay. So you are very versatile with your music. So deep inside and into you are all pop songs, right? Kind of, sort of, but not really.
Mhm.
And the album without you is more like a soulful song, right? Soulful
Yeah,
album.
yeah.
So when you write songs, how do you choose which genre to be and under like when you write a song, do you say, okay, this is gonna be like a soul song or
I
like a
write it. Yeah, it depends my mood.
okay, that's fair enough. Yeah.
So without you, it's been like, it has been a rough time in my life where, like my love relationship wasn't successful. So I was in a mood for ballad and slow song, and it helped me release all the stuff that I couldn't talk about, that I couldn't tell to anyone. So it was very healing for me.
Yeah. Speaking of that's one of the questions I was going to ask you at the end, but I don't want to ruin it right now because you answered it like right there too. So that's great. Great. Um. So speaking of into you, it sounds more of an inspiration than like Spanish music
Uh-huh.
inspired. Um. What when you were growing up, did these how did these genres help you mold the sound as of Ganesh as well as R&B and soul music? I mean,
So yeah, when I was in France, we used to like go out to Latino bars and salsa bars. So it was a part of like the and Spain is like right around the corner. So it's part of like the culture.
yeah, because I was like, okay, this sounds like a
Yeah.
Spanish music. I don't know if it's. I mean, I knew that you were like a soul an R&B singer, but I'm like, I kind of picked up a little Spanish and
Yeah.
influence. Yeah. Um. So who were your Spanish influences like Gloria
Uh,
Estefan and like Ricky?
it,
I mean,
it was a lot of reggaeton music and salsa. I don't remember the artist especially because it's so big, but like I remember the sound of it and like the feeling that you just want to dance when you hear a Latina song. You just want to dance, and I wanted to relate to this feeling of like dancing and like seduction, and I never danced salsa that well, but I was watching people dancing and it is just so sensual. So like there's something happening in this dance. So that was why I wanted to do Into You.
yeah. I don't know what it is about Spanish music, but that's one of the genres that are so like carefree, makes you
Uh-huh.
feel so good. I don't know
Yeah.
what it is. Do you know why, or like I mean,
It's it's an old culture. It's like the Arabic culture. It's like an old music influenced culture, and it's all about like when you go to Spain, people don't work that much. They enjoy life. They put music, they're the food, and it's so important for them that I feel it makes it bigger.
Right. Yeah. More classy or
Yeah.
something. Yeah. Because in America, I mean, here it's hard to do life here. You know, you can't enjoy life here and everything.
Yeah.
So it's all backwards here, which is
Yeah.
weird. You know?
I know.
So when Michael email blasted me your email, the first video I saw on YouTube was into you know, we were just talking about that song,
Uh-huh.
and I find that video so joyful too. Um, so in like, how do you know which songs to make videos, and do you go in there with the mindset, or do you talk to the director, or does he have any like? I mean, does he have all the power?
So no, I'll talk to him. We're good friends, so I'll chat with him, see what I can have in term of location. That's the most important. How we can create, and we're on the budget too, so we have to see what we can do with what we have. And then when I have the different ideas in the different location, then we move forward and we talk about like how we see the video going. So I tell him what I want, and then he tell me what's possible and what he think will be good, and then we go from there.
Nice, nice. So okay, so how do you pick the song whether to be a video or not? I mean, because
Um,
like,
it
does
just
it just come natural? I mean, do you like, okay, this would
comes,
be a
it comes natural. It's just like, oh, I find the space, and then I think that into you will be good for that space. Uh, I'm dreaming of you. I wanted to do a water underwater video, but I can't find the space. But I find a studio now that has the space, so now I can move forward with it. But sometimes it's just I don't want to do a video if it's not what I imagine in my head,
right. Yeah.
visualize. So
I, I, I okay, so you don't record a this is brand new to me.
uh-huh.
So so you don't record an underwater video like under like water, like real water. You go to the studio and they'll fill in like,
So you can do inside a swimming pool,
okay,
or have studio where you have like um, a small version of a swimming pool, and then there's windows, so it's transparent.
got it, got it.
That's
Okay.
easier.
Yeah, much easier, yeah, much safer too, you know, because you never
Yeah,
know what lurks under actual ocean water,
yeah,
which can be dangerous, you know, for some people.
I know.
Um, but okay, so you have a lot of songs, and they're all great. Is there more? Okay, for you, is there more way than one way to write a song? I mean,
Uh,
like, you like see something physically and like, that's a good song, or like this, do you like think it up and like, you know, for like a good memory or something?
I usually listen to I listen to a lot of like instrumentals and beats, and this is where I start having my inspiration for the song. Um, it just come like that. It's hard to explain.
Yeah.
Sometimes I don't have to force it. It just come up, and I'm like, okay, this is great, and then that's it.
So what's the shortest amount of time you've written a song?
Sorry,
What's the shortest amount of time you've written a song in
I would say an hour.
hour? And what's the longest?
It can take few days.
Hey,
Sometime I have to stop, and then I can't finish it, so I come back, and then it's like I have some blocks too. It's not always easy. So I record it, I listen to it, then I don't like it, so I come back to it. It can take like few months.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I guess that in these times of like fruition out of your mind, you know, to
Yeah.
come to life. So that's awesome. Uh okay, so we did talk about your basketball career. But looking further back, um, so was the music career always in the foreground? did you all like always want to do that, or did you, or was there another career that you were seeking out first? I know we talked about basketball.
Yeah,
But
no, I really wanted to be a basketball player. I
okay,
didn't even think about music.
okay.
It's just one day we went to see a game, and then I was singing in the car just like that, and then one of my girlfriend was like, "What? Can you do that again?" I was like, "Stop it." She's like, "Sing." I was like, "No, I don't know how to sing. It was just a little something." And then she forced me the all night. She was like, "You have to sing, you have to sing." And at the end of the night I was like, "Fine." And then I start singing, and everybody look at me like
Well,
wow.
yeah,
Yeah, so now and then I realized, I was like, okay, I have something that I have to, work on, and I'm like, if I have this voice, I have to do something with it.
right. Might as well, right? Might
Yeah,
as well,
exactly.
might as well take use of this voice while I have it for now, right? Okay, so since you said that, can you give me, we'll say three, three of your all-time favorite that, singers that you think are like supreme? I mean, like three of your favorite singers of all time.
I will
Yeah.
say Celine Dion for
Okay.
sure.
Yes. Yes.
I love Christina Aguilera. And the third one, um, let me think.
It's hard.
It's hard, yeah.
So
Uh,
hard.
I love J Lo, but I love what she's done with her branding. Not in terms of music; it's more of her creating a brand. Literally, she does everything, and I respect her for that.
Well, I'm gonna agree with you on J Lo and Celine Dion. I don't
Yeah.
think anybody can match Celine Dion except
No, there's
well,
no way.
well, I honestly think that Whitney Houston comes close.
Yeah.
Whitney
Yeah. Oh
Houston,
yeah.
I mean, come on. I mean,
I mean,
you can't deny Whitney. Come on. Yeah, because
no.
she has a movie coming out, which I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
I can't wait to see that one.
That's
Yeah.
that's gonna be great. Speaking of music movies, have you seen the Elvis movie yet?
No, but I'm excited to watch it. It looks cool.
It's so great.
Have you watched it?
I have it on
Yeah.
DVD right now. Yeah, it's so great.
Nice.
I
That's
got the
good.
I got the love for Elvis through my mom, and
Yeah.
my aunt really loves the Beatles, so I'm a big time Beatles fan.
Well, it's on HBO now, I think so.
I it could be on HBO or Netflix. I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, give me 1 second. I have to close. Be
sure.
right back. Sorry.
Oh, it's no problem.
I'm
Life
back.
happens.
I know. I was like, wait, I have to close
Life
this.
happens. Life happens. Okay. That's all good. Okay, so I got like a couple more questions for you, and yeah. Um, what would you say to anybody who wanted to start in the music industry? Because I know there are some good things and bad things.
Mm-hmm.
It's all perceived by different musicians in life.
Yeah.
You have a different perspective than say Aerosmith. You know. So what would you say to like a kid wanting to, or like an adult now that really wants to pursue music as a career?
I would say, um, for me, it's important to learn all the process. It's important to learn how the creative process works and how the business works as well.
Right.
Because as creative, we like, my music is, it's my babies. If someone asks me, do you want to sell your song to someone else, even if it's someone big, I will say no. This is, it, because it comes from my heart. So it's just something that I don't want anybody to sing. It's my babies. So I would say, yeah, learn how it works to not be taken advantage of, and then do what you like. Don't listen to people, and stay true to yourself. That's the most important. Yeah.
And are you signed to like a major company or like label company, or are you just
No,
doing
I'm not.
independent?
Yeah, they
That's
usually said that my music is dated, and they're trying to like put me in boxes, and I'm not for it. Like,
what
yep.
I don't.
That's
I,
what I heard all the
that's
time.
all. That's horse crap, you know. Because
Yeah.
yeah, it's funny you should say that because I don't know if you're a fan of Sick Puppies, but I interviewed Shim Moore, you know, the singer, and I
Yeah.
asked him the same question. He said he would tell him to run as fast as he can the opposite way, you know, because of his experiences, you know. He's like,
Yeah.
if he could be a janitor or like a restaurant host, do that instead of music. He's like, don't ever, you know. I'm like, oh man. So he, you know, somebody must really got him, or you know, something. But
Yeah, you have to be strong, and
yeah,
and know what you want, and don't settle for less than what you desire. It's important.
because I find many artists now going independent. You know, they're getting away from the major companies because they
Yeah.
got the time limit and they you can't do this and can't do that. Independent, you can
Yeah.
do anything you want. You know, which
They're
is
controlling everything, and then you can create whatever you want to create. So it's just, and they're taking all the money.
right.
So
Yeah, and that's more than half of what you get. You
yeah,
know,
so
from
sad. Hmm.
right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So second question. There's three questions. I might think of more, but I don't know yet. um. So I mentioned in the introduction your EP released in February 2022 called
Hmm.
Jen Ash Sings Empire.
Yeah.
This is a cover album.
Yes.
Okay, that's what I okay because I remember there was a show called Empire. I'm like, is
Hmm.
that intertwined? And okay,
Yeah.
so what was it about the songs of Empire that made you wanted to record like a full cover album of their songs?
Yeah, I watched the TV show. I watched all the season, and those songs are like so well writing, and they're so emotional, and they're just like they really touch me. So I wanted to sing them, and I was like, "Why?" I know it's not my song, but I really want to sing them. So I was like, why not doing a cover album of one of my favorites? And in the show, they have so many like amazing artists. So I wanted to be a part of it in a
Right.
way.
So could we expect any more cover albums, or like do we have any more original albums in the
I
pipeline?
want to do a French cover album of the big French songs back in the days, the 80s and the 70s. So I'm working on that. It's fun. It's like I don't want this music to get forgotten. I don't want people to forget these musics. They're classics. They're amazing.
Right, right. So they are, and
Mm.
and I don't think we understand how much we admire them when the artist dies or something. You
Yeah.
know, when the artist dies, it always resurges and then dies again. I'm like that. You know, that's you know, because
Yeah.
Coolio just passed away. You know, or
Yeah.
and a rap artist, and a lot of his songs are coming back. I'm like, and it went to number one. I'm like, why didn't you all make it go number one while he was still alive? And you know, I mean,
Yeah.
I don't get it. I don't get that sometimes. So yeah. So you are okay. So I did think of another question before the last one. um, so you love '90s music, right?
Yeah.
So what would be your favorite '90s band of all time?
I would say Casey and JoJo. I love
Okay.
them.
Yeah,
Can I have another one?
sure. Take as much time as you want to.
I love the
Right.
Destiny Child too. Like I have to have a boys band and a woman's band.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
uh the Destiny Child were amazing. I'm so sad that they're split, but I get it.
It might be back. You know.
Yeah,
Who knows?
yeah. They were
Oh,
great.
yeah. Okay. So another question. I'm going to do a this band or this band, and you can tell me if you know like both or not.
Okay.
Um, I'm going to challenge your music knowledge. Incubus or Nirvana.
Nirvana.
Why? That's a good. That's a great
Because
answer.
I do not know the other one.
Okay, you
But
don't
that's
know
I grew up in France. It was like, you know, of
yeah,
course.
yeah. So I'll have to I'm gonna have to send you like a whole list of bands I like, and maybe send
Yeah.
them Instagram to you. But yeah, Nirvana is great. I just love Nirvana. They like they were like a near and dear band to me when I was growing up.
Hmm.
Okay, last and hardest question of this interview. You ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So right now, this podcast is called "When Words Fail, Music Speaks." Okay,
Hmm.
there's like all truth to that. So right now, is there a band or an album that you can tell me that you can listen to, but you can't tell me, your mom, your brother, what have you, how it makes you feel inside? It's so special to you that you cannot tell me about how it makes you feel.
Like an artist or his album?
Anything, an artist or an album. It can be both. It can be one or two. I don't,
I would say Sam Smith.
Okay, his songs are just him.
Yeah. Is there a specific song or no?
No, this is no, because no, not really. I mean, because you have to because when you hear an artist singing songs, I mean, you can have the way he sings the song is like it's unbelievable. You can't explain it to me or anybody
Yeah.
else. Well, that's great. You
Yeah.
passed. Yeah, yeah, because there's a few artists that I can't explain to you about, but there's many artists in which I can, and just music does that to the soul, Sometimes they can't explain it,
Yeah.
and you nailed it, So thank you for that.
You will.
Yeah, so yeah, so that was okay. So for any of our listeners out there, you can visit Jen Ash at her website, jenashmusic.com, Instagram and Twitter and TikTok, right? TikTok at Jen Ash Music
Yeah.
and Facebook. Yeah, you have two Facebooks.
Yeah. I have my page and my regular one.
Okay, which is the best one to get you?
Both. I mean, Jen Ash or Jen Ash Music,
So
whatever
that
you
it's all
like.
and, and on your website, Jen Ash Music, are we selling vinyl and shirts and cups and merchandise yet?
No, not yet.
Soon.
Soon, hopefully, yeah.
Okay,
I got
good.
my logo ready and everything, and it looks amazing. So
I have a lot of item back here.
I
Can't
get that ready for you.
Oh, can't wait to put it on my show. Yeah. So thank you very much for
Thank
coming
you.
on, and I hope the guy you come back on because we have another series called Couple Wars,
Yeah.
and I really want you to join us with it. So
Yeah, I would love to.
awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jen, and until next time, everybody. When the words fail, music speaks. Bye, guys.
Bye.